The broadcast is live.
I paid some dude like $50 to make this for me.
Super classy. Some guest or something.
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm some guest. Oh, is my volume okay?
Yes, you were fine.
Okay, cool.
Hey everybody, welcome to WeinerCast. Today, my friend Cassie and I, or Cammy.
Excuse me?
My friend Cammy and I are going to be discussing Netflix Circle.
It's the defining show of our generation.
Oh, dude, it's perfect. Like, but before we begin, a word from my sponsor. Hey guys, do you know like where to find great clothing and notebooks and mugs? I do. ECG Designs Etsy store. Check this stuff out. Look it. I know you see all these shitty iPhone cases, but they even got Android. Isn't that something? Look at this melted pizza clock. I want that on my wall. Even though nobody reads analog time anymore, it's still fun to have as an aesthetic. Look at these cool shoes. I would definitely get these if I knew if I had a lady friend. Even though it says men's, I could totally see a gal rocking the heck out of these. Oh boy. Check it out. They even have free delivery on a lot of their more expensive items. So you don't have to be like, do any of that math, you know, because that stuff is so difficult to do. Look at that. Duffel bags for all your drugs or diapers or whatever you do on your daily basis.
Why not both?
Well, you can check it all out at ECG Designs Etsy store. Link in the description below. All right.
Sick.
Isn't that fun?
That was very fun. I enjoyed myself greatly.
So I was intrigued to watch The Circle, but because I scrolled past it, and I really liked the Tom Hanks and Emma Watson movie called The Circle about like
okay.
social media is like watching every move you do, and like then Tom Hanks is like this he's this bad guy. It's crazy. Tom Hanks is the bad guy.
It's not that crazy. I can see him pulling it off. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was so cool, especially after I just saw him pretend to be Mr. Rogers recently too. So I was like, oh man, dude, this guy, he can do it all.
Oh, that's right. He was in that. Yeah.
So then I scrolled past The Circle, and then it was some loud ass woman talking about like, what would you do to get to be the most famous person on social media? And I was just like, pass, fuck this game show ass horse shit. And then I saw you post about it.
At my headphones here.
I saw you post about it on Facebook. And I was like, well, Cammy's a smart young woman, dude. She probably has good taste.
Oh, yeah. She's got amazing taste here. Oh, I'm super blown out. One sec. That should help. All right. Now I feel like I'm talking to a person instead of just being a faceless void. Okay, and Dixie is here too. She's crawling into my lap.
I had to turn on a lamp too because the lighting in here is awful.
Yeah. Dixie's very angry. Okay. Yes, I am an intelligent young woman who loves nothing but the classiest, most wonderful TV. I saw it. Well, okay, so something that is important for you to know about me is that I love trash deeply. Like, I love it so much. That's like, so my partner and I actually first became friends because we were at, oh my God, why can't I remember what it's called? It's the CTN, the big like animation conference in LA, and I was having a really bad day, and I was just like some family stuff had happened and I was really far away, so I couldn't do anything about it. And I was just like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to watch the finale to America's Next Top Model because I have been following it religiously.
Right.
And Chris is like, why would you watch that? And I was like, you don't understand. So I made him watch the finale with me and he got really into it. And so after that, it's just kind of become a tradition for us to like make dinner and watch garbage. And so every time I am like just dicking around on Netflix or Hulu or whatever, and I see something like that, I'll just when I saw The Circle in particular, I was like, this is my shit. Like this is something that needs my attention immediately. Because it just looks terrible. And I was not disappointed. But it's also just very good though.
Last night I almost just like rewatched everybody's intro so I could just record it on OBS and I could play them. So like as we got to each character, we had their actual intros. But it was going to take way too much time and I was drunk.
Oh, well. Yeah, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So are we going to go by character? Are we going to do some very deep character analysis?
It's full spoilers ahead. And here's the thing we do on WeinerCast. We go on these tangents, sometimes completely off topic. So it's a free-for-all. But we will start with the first four.
Okay.
Which was
Alana,
first
Joey.
person to get booted.
Yeah, she wasn't great. I was comfortable with Alana going home.
Yeah, she was. And then we had Joey. Like, I thought I was going to absolutely hate this man.
Everyone thought we were going to hate Joey. That was our mistake.
And then we had, was it Antonio?
Yeah, it was Antonio, and I want to say Sammy.
Sammy was
before. Shoe-Bomb was there. Wasn't it 6?
Shoe-Bomb was like number 5, I think.
I thought we started with 6. Because the last one was Rebecca.
We started with 6, but they didn't come in. No, we started with 7. We had started with 8 because we have Chris and we have Mercedes. And
who was the last one? Oh, Mercedes. Yeah, that's right. Queen of my heart.
Mercedes is so cool. And Chris, like as soon as he walked in, I was like, oh, he's gonna be the funny gay guy, and of course, that's all he is. Is like,
oh, I don't know.
He has so much more, but
yeah.
We'll start it with the Alana. All right, Alana came in. She's like, I'm not
so klutzy.
She's like, I'm not gonna like say like do the whole model thing, and I'm gonna post other pictures. And immediately she posts
a model. Yeah, well, you know, people are always judging models. We have a really hard life.
Yeah, right.
It's like, here's the thing, you're not wrong. Like, people do judge like that kind of thing, but you also are being very you're the one fixating on it, so like kind of a whole lot of your fault.
Joey's just like, please, like let her be real.
Oh, Uncle Joy.
Even though the shit with Miranda and everything, way better.
That was cute.
So mad when he had the choice to boot Rebecca or Miranda, and he chose fucking Miranda.
It was so good though that Seaburn stayed to the end, because that's the thing about Rebecca. Okay, so wait, so we started with Alana. We've got Joey. Joey is this like Guido type Jersey Shore son of a bitch who comes in going, "Yeah, buddy," and just total like everyone unanimously hated him, like who was watching, because I remember like reading this on Twitter too, where just everyone thought Joey was going to be the biggest douchebag.
I knew he was going to be entertaining, which he was. He's like the only person he's like always screaming at the fucking circle.
Yeah.
Like, every time he's talking to it, unless he's sending a message, he's still kind of loud, but he's always just screaming at the bitch. He's like, you're right next to it in the bathroom. You don't.
Yeah. Message. And then let's see.
Send that shit.
Antonio was kind of a bro too, but like in kind of a gross way, like because the distinction with Joey is that he has like a huge heart and he's the sweetest, purest, dumbest like piece of shit who ever lived.
Yeah. Got a heart of gold, man.
Yeah. And like no, part of Joey's appeal is that he is just like very dumb. At least for me. But Antonio, I thought he was a little too mean-spirited. Like he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah, he was not I was kind of glad when he got booted. He was the second person to get booted, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. Yeah, I was like, cool. Every time I was like cheering for someone to get booted, that's who they'd boot, except for when I was like, when it was neck and neck for Rebecca to go and Morale was like, no, come on.
Yeah.
I did not expect Shubham to be in 8th place on the first voting.
I guess I kind of did because like I didn't like his attitude at first because he's this like
he was kind of pompous a little bit too.
Like, yeah, he's one of those people that's like, oh, I don't have a TV. Like, and I only read like Moliere and that kind of shit. Nobody ever says they only read Moliere, but
I graduated from UCLA.
Well, that kind of thing. Where just like he thinks he's above it. That's what it is. That's what made me mad. Because like someone can be educated and I don't care. Like I mean, I'm educated, so whatever. But and
you still appreciate trash at its finest.
Oh. Like knows like.
Someone said that to me the other day. I posted some shit about it was one of those Facebook games where you tap it and it's all like, this is your personality for the day. It was all like, what kind of women are you attracted to? And I clicked on it because my buddy got crazy women. So then I clicked on it and I got crazy women. And I was like, dude, I think that's just the only answer this one has. And then my friend's like, no, dude, this like is whatever you said. I can't say.
Like finds like, yeah.
Like finds like. And then I was like, I'm not crazy. I'm just stupid, you know? My thing is, I just make dumb decisions. And
I'm crazy and I'm not neurotypical. I like to think I have a pretty decent head on my shoulders. So okay, Antonio's like the pro basketball player.
Hate him.
He just sucked, yeah.
He's not even like a real pro. He's a fucking like European team.
Oh, that's right.
Like
he was from Portugal or something.
Those are the people who were like decent athletes in the States.
Yeah.
You know, and then they travel overseas because they know they can be awesome.
Who played basketball in Portugal?
Yeah, they couldn't make it into real sports. Yeah, they play soccer and shit over there. When I played soccer, my coach was Portuguese, dude, and he was crazy.
Yeah. I believe it.
He was nuts. He would yell at us in Spanish.
Did you understand any of it?
No, because their Spanish is way different.
Oh, that's true. Wait, in Portugal, don't they speak? Well, no. I can't think of Brazil. In Brazil, they speak Portuguese, which is its own thing.
Yeah, but it's similar. It's
I know this because of 90 Day Fiancé, which is one of my other favorite shows.
I used to watch that with my mom when I broke my hand. I used to watch trash.
Oh my God.
Like I had to move out of my house because I broke every single bone in my left hand, so I was out of work for 4 months.
Oh no!
So I had to move out, and I had to. I'm still living here, like doing shit, paying rent, whatever. But it was. I would watch 90 Day Fiancé with my mom all the time. That shit was great.
It's good. I think. Let's see. We haven't made our way completely through it, but the couple that sticks out to me the most is Mohammed and Danielle. That was like the older woman.
I don't know. This was a couple years ago when I was watching it.
Oh, okay. She's just really fucking dumb and made me so angry all the time because she's like, oh no, he's gonna leave me. And Sterling.
There was this one dude, he was so super rich, and like you can just tell this lady's just using him for his fucking income, and he doesn't even flaunt that he has money. That's how he probably stays rich, because he still like just lives like a bum, you know?
Yeah.
Like just like he ran his own business, and he was just that he was like the sweetest dude ever. And this chick was just like, we're not getting married, and I'm Jenny from the block type bitch, you know?
Oh
like,
no.
Yeah, it was the worst matchup ever, man.
I don't know if I've seen that one. Maybe not.
An awful human being. That's what happens, man. Sometimes like it's like the most awful person is with the nicest person. I see that at the cashier at a grocery store. I see that all the time. Like some dude's being a dick, and the lady's like, "Oh, apologize," or vice versa. Like
it's like no.
It's awful. Oh, you got a fur baby with you too. Mine's sitting right next to me.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, hey puppy. This is Sterling.
He's chewing on toenails because he won't let us clip his toenails.
Oh no, Sterling's being very needy today. Okay, so we did Antonio. Sammy was cool. I would be friends with Sammy.
Sammy was my favorite. I was team Sammy the whole time.
Absolutely. I wish that she was another screamer though. She would just like shriek.
Yeah. Or like anytime like Adam or like Ed would say something like cringy, she would just like
Yeah. She was so good. Fuck. I love Sammy. And so she was like the short, like I hate the word feisty because it's really like specifically gendered, I guess. Where it's like she was just kind of a badass, basically.
Yeah. She was so cool, and then she taught kids like autism and
that's true. She's like a special needs teacher.
Yeah. So she was just automatically awesome right there.
Right. Yeah, she was the best. There was Sebring / Rebecca, who also he did an amazing job. I appreciated him. I really just enjoyed watching Sebring because it was like watching a supervillain.
Dude, every time he thought he was crushing it, like
just was not.
It was the exact opposite. He's like, this is the best version of Rebecca ever. Like the person.
Yeah. Oh, Rebecca, this is poetry.
Like this is awful.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the highlight of Sebring's interactions was definitely when he had that date with Adam / Alex.
Yeah.
And it was,
and he thought he was crushing it, and Alex.
They both thought they were crushing it.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
Oh, they had that giant bear. What the fuck?
Sir Bear Bear.
Sir Bear Bear.
Deeply important. Fuck. Well, no, their meeting was probably the best thing that I've ever seen. Like when Adam got the boot and he went and visited Rebecca, and
neither of them were who they are.
They just like hugged each other, like, you bastard. I'm on to you now.
Can never forget the 3-way hug with the bear.
Oh, with the Sir Bear Bear, yeah.
Sir Bear Bear.
Well, Sir Bear Bear was the linchpin of their relationship. So.
Oh my god, I was so glad when Adam got booted because I was like, dude, you suck. I hate you.
Oh, he was the worst. I was really excited for him to die, and he took way too long. Yeah, no, because they're not booting them; they're killing them. So like when my friends and I'd be texting my friends about it, just like, oh, they're gonna kill this guy next. Like, like watching The Walking Dead, just like, oh no, like Miranda's gonna eat a bullet. Oh no. I was a little sad to see her go, but she wasn't bringing that much to it. I think it was just sad because she was kind of new and we didn't really know her.
And then when they had the choice to kick off Sean over Rebecca, I was like, Rebecca's gotta fucking go. Sean's kind of cool.
That was a bummer. Yeah, no, because I really liked Sean, and I thought it was super cool that she like came clean.
Yeah.
And that they all liked her anyway. And that was the thing where like all these people are like, everybody judges by appearances, and you're not gonna make friends on social media if you look like yourself or whatever. And it's like, that's horseshit.
Yeah.
Like, from personal experience, I can tell you, like, most of my, like, I have a lot of online friends and have for a long time, and they've always been like we wouldn't even see each other's faces for a super long time, so it doesn't matter as much as people think it does.
Isn't it super fun when you finally meet some of your online friends? Like, I have some that live in Chicago, and I'll run into them at Comic-Con or whatever. Or like sometimes my buddy Nasser will just like, his family will just throw a party and he'll invite me out there, and his family fucking loves me, and like, it's so fucking cool. Like,
yeah. Well, and just like this idea that people aren't gonna like you if you're fat, or they're not gonna like you if you're like a lesbian or whatever. And it's just like, it's just not true. Like, if you would come in just as yourself, you probably would have actually done better.
Yeah.
And
I'm actually starting to get fat, and people are liking me more.
well, there you go. It's a win-win situation. I mean, same.
And Rebecca was weird. Like, sometimes she would like, he was like, he thought it felt like he was transforming into a fucking woman.
No, that was the best part, because okay, so like the big difference between him and Adam, I thought, or like Alex, whatever, both A names, was that like, so Alex was a guy trying to like fanfic a person. Yeah, he was like, if I say this thing, it will have this tactical approach or whatever. And Sebring was just like, I am Rebecca, and she is me. And so whatever I say is Rebecca saying it, and anything she would say is what I would say. And so,
like, that's what Adam said he was gonna do with Alex, or vice versa. Alex was gonna do Adam or whatever, but then he would contradict himself after every time he's all like, I'm gonna still be me, but look like Adam. But then he wasn't at all. But then he said something else in his intro, like, if I say the stuff as I do as Alex or whatever, it won't be as charming. So I could come out of my shell more as Adam. And I'm like, no, that's not you being you. Then that's you.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Want to be. It's not.
Thinking, yeah, no, you're completely right. And just like, there was so much. Well, and it's funny because although Sebring was a catfish, I feel like there was so much more of him in Rebecca than there was like Alex and Adam.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, you can.
Like,
he's more of an effeminate male, anyways. That's
and like his friendship with Shubi was real.
Yeah.
Like, like maybe they're not sisters, but he clearly like loves Shubham.
Yeah, and she just thought she was a cool chick. He thought she was being like really sincere and whatever.
Yeah, I thought it was shitty that everybody was trying to be like, weren't you in love with her? And he's like, no, and I believe him. Like,
it
is completely possible.
Every time he was family zoning her.
Yeah.
That, I don't know if that's a thing. I'm coining it right now.
Family zone. You're like a brother to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I like one of my favorite, like, it was like a Tumblr post or something 1,000 years ago, but it was like, I went to the friend zone because I wanted to make friends, and all I found was a bunch of angry white boys in fedoras. It's like, there's no friends in the friend zone. How dare you suggest such a thing?
No, pent up testosterone waiting for the
what the fuck?
Thing that smells like vagina.
Yeah, the friend zone is full of incels. Nobody told me this. Oh no, cords everywhere.
That's why I'm glad I don't have a cat, because I have 2 monitors, all these fucking surround sound speakers in here.
Yeah.
Sit back there with Steve Harvey getting fired. I have all this shit everywhere. I got this controller where when I do my Let's Plays, everything would just be all more fucked up because the cats like to just fuck everything up.
Yeah, they're pretty good, I find. Yeah, like, oh no, I mean, like, they don't. All of our cats are pretty like adult, so.
Oh, nice.
No, I mean, my 2 cats are 16, and then we have. Well, so this is what happens when 2 people move in together who both had 2 cats. Is we have 4, and it's perhaps too many. But like my mom had 4 cats. Like, when we were in high school. I think you met them.
I did. I met your 2 cats from before. Yeah.
No, like 4 cats.
You had 4 cats back then too?
Yeah, no, I remember so you
I've been to your house a couple times. I went to your graduation party. It was like right across the street from your house.
Yeah. So that was the basement apartment where we lived for a year. After we don't have to get into that, but high school was a bad time in general. But no, we had 4 cats, pretty sure. Liam's favorite was Huck. Liam is supposed to be here. Where the fuck is Liam?
I don't know. Nobody's tuned in the live chat so far.
Yeah. Bastards. That's fine. We don't need them.
You don't need them. To heck with you.
Burn in the fiery furnaces of heck. Who are we missing?
Chris.
Well, we talked about him a little bit. I really liked him.
God is great.
God. Have you seen Letterkenny?
I have. I've seen at least just the first season.
Okay, good. No, because the way he talks was very Glenn-like. Just let me ask y'all a question. How good is God? I felt like Chris was another person who was just pretty cool and just being himself. And
yeah, he was
kind of weird, but
he was the most him. Him and Joey were the most just themselves all the time.
Yeah.
Towards the end, Joey started to play the game a little bit more, though. He got smart and he started to strategize. That's why he booted Sean over Rebecca.
Right. He didn't have a choice, though. That's my whole thing. His hand was kind of forced with that because he was only playing the game because he got the top influencer spot. And that was not something that he had asked for. Yeah.
So he started to strategize and shit towards the end. I'm like, damn, look at Joey stepping his game up, dude. But
yeah, he was right though. Because I was sad to see Sean go, but Shubham would have been upset if it had been Rebecca. Although
Rebecca would have visited Shubham probably, and then he would have totally cool with it afterward.
Known. That's a good point. But Joey didn't know that.
Yeah.
We know
nobody knew. So this would be is this a real reality show or a fake reality show? Is this a TV show? Is it just a TV show, or is it did they actually just did people sign up for this? And those were nobody was an actor. Were those real people?
Oh, I assume it was like any other reality show where they're people who are on the acting mailing lists. They're people who do some acting and modeling and stuff. That's what I'm assuming. Because I 1,000 years ago got somehow on a mailing list for something, and I get audition notices.
Yeah.
For shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you live in California now, right?
I'm in Seattle.
So yeah, you live closer to that area to where I bet all you people all the time get shit like that. So
I mean, not really. You still have to be on the mailing list. I don't even. The thing is, I don't remember how I got on it. It's just it's one of those things where so I got an application to be on The Real World at one point. And I was shit. I was shit. Yeah, I'll apply because I'm gonna play chicken with the Cosmos, and I ultimately did not make it, obviously, but that's fine. I'm just living my life. No, but last night when I was thinking about coming on the podcast, we have to think about an important question, which is if you were on the circle, who would you play? What would you do? Would you be yourself?
I would be myself, and I would interact with everybody as little as possible. I wouldn't go out and try to private message anybody. Unless it was for some sort of strategy. But because I'd be my profile would be I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to play the game.
You would be kicked immediately.
I'm here to make friends. I'm here to play the game. Y'all might be really cool people, but I won't care until after the game's over.
You would not even last a whole day. They would be like, "Oh, this dude kind of sucks." Like that's rude. See, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I want to be like a really sexy dude.
Okay.
Like, I would catfish for sure. Because I guess just because it would be funny. I don't know. Like,
let's see if I can pull up. We'll pull
like
up
I bet.
Let's do a sexy dude Google search. Sexy dudes.
Sexy dudes. Oh, do I have to pick one?
Yeah.
Okay. One Punch Man, very good.
Well, I was showing.
I like that guy that your mouse is over right now.
This guy right here.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of guy that. I'd probably try to be a white guy though, because like I'm not gonna pretend to be a different race. That's kind of fucked up.
So you're gonna be this guy?
No, that guy. I don't know. No, okay, I'm gonna find a guy. No, because the goal of this is like, I'm gonna get all the girls.
The best part is right there.
Yeah, there it is. No, because like, because I'm gay, so it's like I just want to hit on the girls anyway.
So why can't you just be a sexy lesbian gal?
Because that's not as fun.
It's not as fun as
no, because then it's just like I'll just be me then. So, but like, but because
why is George Clooney on here?
Oh no, no, he's got to kind of look like an anime, like or like Tom Hiddleston or something.
Well, I was showing my friend Chelsea. That's why I had One Punch Man. I was showing her how Johnny Sins looks like One Punch Man. And I don't know if you know who Johnny Sins is. He's a very famous male adult film star.
Oh, I guess I don't know then. I know I've heard his name, but
he looks exactly like One Punch Man. You'll be like, wow.
Like a Zac Efron type, but not super jacked. That's the important thing. Like, we got to have smiling photos. Orlando Bloom is another good example.
I like Zac Efron.
Yeah, just like kind of
Zac Efron type.
Yeah, like soft boys. That's what we want. We want a soft boy because that's who the girls feel safe with.
Yeah, dude. Like you could go out. You could go out on like a Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah. Like you can bring me home to your parents.
Yeah, dude. Like he doesn't look like a bad boy, although he might be.
He might be.
He might be.
I'm still trying to find a fucking photo, but I'm really bad at like image searches. I just type in like pretty boy. I'm just like, yeah, these boys are kind of pretty, I guess. They're fine.
It happens.
It does.
So what about our homegirl Mercedes?
Oh, she was wonderful. I would die for Mercedes and for Karen, especially for Karen, honestly.
Yeah, Karen.
And again, like I kind of wish she had just gone in by herself because they established that Sammy was gay too, and so it's like they probably could really be friends.
What's funny is Mercedes absolutely loved fucking Sammy, but Sammy hated Mercedes.
Like, I know, and it was sad because the only reason she hated her was because she was a catfish.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it could have been fine. You could have been friends. Like, if nothing else, you'll at least have more like queer friends.
Every time Sammy said anything in the group chat or a private chat or whatever, Mercedes or Karen or whoever was just like, oh my God, she's the best.
Yeah.
I don't know why she has it out for me though. Yeah, because she knew the old girl didn't like her, but she still kept her bias aside and still was like, dude, she's the best.
Well, it's like, no, I feel like if you're catfishing, you have to be like accepting of that sometimes people they're gonna think you're fake.
They were sweating every time someone being brought up as a catfish come up. They're sweating like fucking Jordan.
I know
that one fucking Key and Peele skit where it's just like.
It's really good. Oh, Calliope, you're digging your claws into my leg. Okay. Poor kitty. So mistreated. What are some other things? I really enjoyed the painting challenge. That was one where I found myself actually like I laughed so hard I was crying at Joey's painting that just said like my friend. It was like listing all the stuff that he liked about whoever. It must have been
Oh, and then Bill was calling out fucking Adam.
yeah. Yeah, I liked Bill. Bill should have had a chance to say
He's
goodbye.
from Chicago, man. He's like come on, man.
Whatever, Bill, we'll hang out with you. Except I'm not in Chicago, but I'm from Chicago, so I'm from Rockford, but so I feel like I can just teleport there.
You know, anytime there's a character from the Midwest, you sort of feel for him a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is in Chicago. Did you notice that?
I did notice that because like Bill didn't have to go anywhere. Like,
yeah.
You know what I find confusing about the show though?
What?
Like, who gets permission to use the upstairs like pool shit and when? Like, there's nobody. Like, there's who? Do they have a schedule? Like, who gets to choose when they use the gym? You know, because there was only one gym and there was only one like pool lounge area. And
I bet, like, because there's got to be producers just everywhere, and like. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were some. I wonder if all the cameras were static or if they had cameramen like in their apartments. I'm pretty sure they did. So you can probably just be like, "Hey, cameraman, I want to go to the pool. Can you like check on your intercom and see if there's anybody already up there?"
Cameras and mics and shit throughout the apartments or whatever. Like,
yeah. So now I'm like questioning whether there were. Like, well, here's the thing. Like, we know there were people present, like operators, because there is absolutely no fucking way you can describe an emoji to like an Alexa and it'll know which one you mean. So
yeah, well, they were listening like NSA style.
Yeah, no, and that was something I thought was really funny because it starts out super like Black Mirror looking, and you're like, oh no, this is scary. They're just communicating all through this monitoring device, but then you realize after a while it's like, oh no, there is 1000% just like a dude on the other side typing everything they're saying, and that's hilarious. It's like charmingly analog.
yeah, dude, they were just Edward Snowden in that shit.
Yeah, and so like I bet you could just be like, hey, Circle, can I go to the pool? Like have somebody on the other side just be like, you can go to the pool.
See, that stuff they didn't show, but I like because when the first time you see like Miranda or somebody up there, I was like, where the fuck is she at? I was like, what's going on? Wait, no, they showed that on the intro. Yeah, okay, she's up there.
Yeah.
Oh. And then
I'm sure they had a way of it. Well, it's like they had to get food delivered and stuff like that, right?
Oh, dude, how dope would that be, dude, to just live there for like, I'm guessing like a month?
It was, I think it was 3 weeks is what the preview said.
Okay, yeah, just like, and you're getting all this free food, and then you have to like make a cake, and like,
what a disaster! What an episode that was. Joey, my sweet baby boy, smearing.
Dude, Joey had such a mess, and like he spent like the whole rest of the episode cleaning that shit up, dude. That was
so good. Fuck, I love Joey so much. Just like my heart just grows every time I think about Joey. No, but like, you know, like it's one of those things you're in total isolation now for 3 weeks, allegedly. Like,
yeah,
I feel like that would make me a little crazy because I can be alone for a long time and I'm pretty introverted, but I still need to see people sometimes. And
that's
like, even just to go out to the grocery store.
That's what you say, hey, Circle, show me freaking Derek's profile, you know, like whatever. You know?
Yeah, I'm going to look at a photo of a person and pretend that they're here and talk to them.
Yeah. Hey, I was just checking out those 3 pictures that we only have. Like,
yep.
And I was thinking of you. And then you're like, please don't message me anymore. Don't. Don't open with that.
I feel like also if I were there, but maybe this is just because I'm an extremely online individual, but like I would just be talking all the time, like in the circle. I wouldn't be just waiting until like, let's make a private chat and let's talk about this. It would just be like, like just like in the group chat, just like message, hey bitches, was just thinking about this thing.
You could always do what Ed did.
Oh, What's that? Oh, bring his mom.
Yeah, you can. The host lady said everyone was allowed to bring one thing into the circle. That's why Shoe Bomb has ping pong.
Oh,
And Ed brought his mom. So like you could bring in anything. You could bring in Chris. You could bring in a cat. You could bring in.
I would have brought Sterling. No, Tammy was the worst though. She was terrible. Ed sucked. Nobody likes Ed.
Ed was all right, dude.
Like, here's the thing. I was fine with Ed at the beginning. But then as time went on, I was just like, oh, wait, no, this guy is actually, like, really rude. That was my impression of him.
Yeah, he was the worst. He was what everyone thought Joey was going to be.
Yeah. We're like, I can see how he could be a cool guy. And, like, I'd hang out with Ed. But he's got to, like, watch how he talks to people. I think that was
he was okay. You know, that is just the whole thing. Like I was weirded out at first when him bringing his mom in, but then he's like, oh, he's playing the game or whatever. Yeah. He's loud. He yells in the fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his mom don't ever agree. They're fucking cool, like odd couple sort of fucking dynamic in here. It's funny.
Yeah. I hated her a lot. No, it was one of those things where like, well, Ed kind of sucks, and his mom sucks even more. So mystery solved.
Yeah. But then when you meet Joey's mom, you find out like, oh, that's why you're so wholesome because you're mom's sweetheart.
Yeah. Well, and like Sammy's story was interesting, and so was Miranda's, because Miranda was the one who was a foster kid, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, oh man! Every time her and Joey were having a little heart to heart, dude. Sometimes I'd like tear up a little bit. I'm like,
I know.
Cute.
I was also glad because like Miranda and Sammy had a little bit of a shit fight at one point, and I was glad that they figured it out. Girls got to stick together.
They squashed that beef real quick, man.
They did. Squashed it. Well.
Who? So after Alana got kicked out, who was the first person to join in afterwards? Was that Adam? Alex? Adam?
I don't. Was it? Hang on. Oops, sorry. Just hit my mic.
I think it was. Well, you have an order? You have a checklist?
I'm gonna look it up.
You type faster than I do.
Let's see. Alana, Antonio, Karen, Miranda, Bill, Alex, Sean, Ed, Tammy, Sebrin, Chris, Sammy, and Shoe Bomb. Yeah, it must have been. Alex. That's weird. It seems like he came so much later.
No, he was on for.
I think actually it was Miranda.
I think you might be right.
Wait, let's see. Alana blocked. Yeah, Miranda was second. Okay, and then they blocked Antonio, and then Alex came in.
Okay. Man.
Yeah, because I forgot that Antonio didn't last very long either.
Dude, I was so glad. I was like, all right, dude, they're doing this shit right.
Yeah.
Get rid of Alana, get rid of Antonio, if I can give them the boot.
Yeah.
Man. What made it feel like it was a real show or like a real reality show and not just like a TV show that this looks like a mockumentary type thing was the last episode when everybody met and they all just did their thing. And then Miranda and Joey were all like, we're going to get married. Not really, you know. It was that's what made it feel like a real show.
Yeah.
$1,000. I would totally, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have the profile that I said I would. You know, like.
Yeah, you gotta like try to win is the thing.
You know, like I would still just come in with my pictures or whatever, you know. It'd be all comedy pictures. I just post stuff from the comedy fucking thing. You know, let them know that I'm not funny comedian. I was talking with a comedian friend the other day at the Two Wheel Inn, and he's funny as fuck on stage, but like just hanging out with him, he's kind of boring. But he's like, and then I was all like, I don't know, and then I'm like kind of funny on stage, but like when you hang out with me, dude, I'm like hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like I was like, dude, we're the exact opposite. You know, like you're super hilarious all the time. And like, but then off stage, you like, I don't like you.
Oh, no. I don't envy you the world of comedy. I have a friend from college who is actually doing pretty well though. Like she just kind of has that magnetism.
It's fun.
Yeah, like I'm glad you do it. I never could.
It's fun. Like I wrote this really awesome joke, dude, and then my buddy told me to do like I wrote. It took me like all weekend to write it. Mm-hmm. It's like perfectly like 5 minutes long. And he's like, you need to scrap that fucking joke, dude. It sucks. No. I'm like, I cried a little bit on the inside.
Oh, man, that's just the artist process, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
It's the worst. So you'd be a super hot dude on the circle. I'd be myself. What sucks, dude? I had like 3 weeks. I wouldn't be able to do my show. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
$200,000 if I win. So it's like
you'd be giving up a lot. No, honestly, like real talk, I'd probably just be myself. Like I think it would be funny to be a hot dude, but ultimately, I know how I function, and I know that if I'm like in a group of people and I'm trying to be friends with them.
Yeah,
my personality is going to come out no matter what.
What you do, you like if you come out as Cammy anyways, just still upload pictures of the hot dude. Like just so you feel
like I just thought you would enjoy this.
You guys don't know what I look like, you know. I'm just still gonna post pictures of this.
I like that. Or like I'll have just one that's me, and then it's like the rest. I'm just like, I just like this guy, and you seem to like him too. So let's just keep looking at this guy.
Yeah. So I was mad that Miranda never got a going away video.
Did she not?
She did not get a going away video. She visited Joey. She had a good time, a great time. And then she never got a going away. Bill never got a going away video.
Yeah, I was mad about Bill.
Like, no, Bill never got to. No, Bill he got a going away video. He didn't get to meet anybody.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's what happened with him. He didn't get to meet anybody, and he left the same time Sean did.
Yeah.
Right. Him and Bill left at the same time.
No. Bill and Alex left at the same time.
Fuck Alex.
No, it was another one where it was just like, where a little bit like Shubham, where it was just like, you think you're smarter than this,
yeah,
but you're not. Like it's basically people who will go, I'm above this. Like I think I am better than these other bimbos who are just here to like be super popular. It's that like the famous like DeviantArt drawing of like other girls and me. Where it's like other girls are like this, but I'm like this, and I'm too smart for this kind of thing, and like I'm above social media.
Right.
But then, and this was something I'm glad that Shubham learned at least, which was just like everybody there was just doing the same thing he was. Like they were all just there for the same reason. And like.
So who do you think had the biggest character arc overall?
Is it cheating to say Joey?
It's not cheating to say Joey.
Okay. Because, like, I do feel like Alex did learn something from it. And, like, I did enjoy Shubham's process of, like, coming in as kind of arrogant and leaving best friends with everybody. That was pretty good.
Yeah, because he started out last, and then he was influencer, like, almost every time Joey was, you know? Like.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm comfortable with that. I'm trying to think because like Sammy was pretty much the same for most of it, I think. Hi, Dixie. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because when you start out perfect, you can't really go up from there.
Exactly.
Just
don't try to fix what ain't perfect.
It was I felt so bad for Joey when the first time he became an influencer. He's like, all right, I finally get this.
And then it's just
hang
him.
out with my boy Shuby, you know, it's just me and him, dude, just fucking airing out the fucking shit. And then they're like, no, you're not allowed to talk to anybody about it. This shit's open to the public. And he's all like, God fucking.
That was so mean. So mean. That's like giving Joey the soul banning like power. Is like the cruelest thing that you can do to Joey specifically.
Well, did you notice that every time Shuby always passed it off to the other person?
Yeah. You're a goddamn coward, Shubham.
He didn't boot anybody once, and then he would talk about, man, having to boot people is so hard. I'm like,
it was so hard.
You always pass it off to the other person.
That's true. I actually didn't notice that, but that's funny.
He pissed me off when he said shit like that.
No, Shubham is clearly a very sweet guy, and like I wish him the best. There were times when I was very mad at him, but like I'm glad he did well. I like to think, well, and this is honestly, it's part of the trash that I enjoy, and like with Top Model in particular, and like Project Runway and stuff like that, where the entertainment, the entertainment in it for me is when everyone likes each other. Like, I don't really like watching drama. I like watching people getting along. And I feel like I'm not alone in that. And so the circle was really nice because like there was a little bit of drama, but for the most part it was just like people helping each other.
It was like catty drama where people were just like starting to call motherfuckers out, and then
sure.
And then the sweat was like, whoa, uh-oh.
Yeah, but it's not like some of the worst drama that you get on like Project Runway or whatever, where it's like people actually like having shit fights in the studio and stuff. And it was, I always just, like I think that there's sort of an underrated market for reality TV where people are actually just getting along.
I like when Mercedes went to go meet with Chris. And then she's like, I'm passing off my realness onto you. You are now the benefactor of all of my real energy. And now you have to be the one who keeps it the most real.
It was good.
Real. It was like, good. She just knighted this motherfucker.
She did. You know, if a lesbian gives you that honor, it's real.
I always forget that gay people have superpowers and shit. Like, it's just like...
No, I pointed out at one point, Sammy's like sitting on the back of the couch, and I was just like, more proof that gay people don't know how to sit in chairs.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's like a joke.
I did not know that was a thing. I like to learn new stereotypes.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's because like I like to do this joke about how I'm racist, but not in like a hateful way. It's just more like an ignorant type of way. Like I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and that's basically it. You know. So like, but and other things, I'm super prejudiced, but like not in the hateful. I just don't know what's going on, man. There's too much happening. And not enough time to keep up.
I feel like that's pretty big of you to admit, honestly. Like, I prefer that attitude to somebody who, like, I think the attitude that makes me the angriest, especially in comedy, is people who are like, I'm racist against everyone or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's
it's just an excuse to be fucking racist.
It's so hack, dude. It's not even. It's good like the first time you hear it, but like 10 years ago. But,
yeah. But now it's just like, no, that actually means you're just racist. Like, sorry.
Yeah. I do this one for like I tell white people to stop like defending yourself when you get called out on being racist. I could play it either way. Like, stop defending yourself for misogyny or whatever. Because when you do that, you just end up sounding worse. You know.
Like, here's what you do.
What do you mean I'm racist? I have a Jewish fucking accountant, you know, like, like uptime.
What do you mean I'm racist? I love Gone with the Wind.
Song of the South is my favorite Disney movie.
It's it's just embarrassing. They're like, dude, so we grew up in Rockford. After that, I lived in New York, and then I lived in Savannah, Georgia, and then Atlanta, and now I'm out in Seattle. And this was the whitest fucking place like in the world. Like, just
get right in.
Like ideologically, not so much. Yeah, this is where like white liberalism goes to die, like, and just collapses on itself. Like, this is the.
It starts in San Francisco, like where it's and then you
no.
north. It's like
San Francisco,
less and less.
San Francisco has a much higher like minority population.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the fucking but it started out as white liberalism. I was watching this documentary yesterday on Tower Records.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just about how the fucking hippie movement, the anti-discrimination and everything, fucking San Francisco was the heart of that shit.
Yeah.
All because of Tower Records.
Well, that's where a lot of like the
more you travel north, the more fucking conservative it gets as you fucking.
Yeah. Well, like, people are really liberal here, but it's in this really like
at the bookstore.
It's this like
you go to that coffee shop down there, that's where all y'all hang out.
Yeah. It's like, this is just like basic bitch land. Where people like, they understand that racism is bad and they disagree with it, and like the policy is inclusive and that kind of thing, but like these are people that like they've never met a black person, like, and that's when it gets super weird, because
like hanging out with the cast of Get Out.
No, seriously, like it's
I would have voted for Obama for a third term.
It like Get Out is so good because that is like that is white people in Washington. Like, not even joking. But I feel like this is also the like, we watched the fucking there was a documentary about like flat earthers, and oh yeah, flat earth. So, this is like ground zero for flat earthers, and I'm just like, that makes sense. Just
Zion, Illinois. It's not too far from where I live. It's like a couple hours away. That's the home of the fucking flat earthers, dude. Zion, Illinois.
Is it? Well, because the guy, the flat earth guy, was over on like. I thought he was over on like Bainbridge Island in Seattle.
Oh, and that's Eric Dubé. That's him.
Oh, okay. It's horseshit. I've never been so angry as when I was watching that documentary.
Oh, dude, I went into their rabbit hole because I had to figure out, I was like, how is this a thing? So for like months, dude, I was doing all the flat earth research, and this shit was awesome. So like, I found out I've talked about this a lot of times on WeinerCast. I always enjoy talking about this. There's two flat earth sanctions, and they hate each other. One is called IFERS, the International Flat Earth Research Science, and then the other one's just the Flat Earth Society. And Eric Dubé out there in Thailand or whatever, he is the head of IFERS, the International Flat Earth Research Service, and he hates the Flat Earth Society. And there was this one point where a couple of years ago, the Flat Earthers had this convention in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they have it every year now, but it switches locations for fucking trolls, and something. So everybody from the Flat Earth Society was there, dude. Like all these YouTubers, all these fucking people that are fucking, because it's a huge community. Surprisingly, it's fucking nuts. They were all there, except Eric Dubé never got an invite, so we made this video. Like making fun of all the fucking biggest fucking flat earth YouTubers, and like he was like pretending to be like, he would do like impressions of them all and whatever, and he would like dress up, and he like made this little parody song. I'm all like, dude, look at this dude crying.
Yeah.
How he didn't get invited to the fucking thing.
I mean, like,
it's the funniest shit to me.
That's getting mad that you didn't get invited to the clown party.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
Like, oh no, there's a party that somebody's throwing where everyone's just going to be smearing shit all over themselves, and I'm really mad that I didn't get invited because I, as someone who loves smearing shit all over myself, feel entitled to be present for this thing.
Well, that's so crazy because like the Mark Sargent, he's like one of the heads of the Flat Earth Society.
Mm-hmm.
He says that like he thinks we live in a snow globe.
Okay.
And then the Eric Dubay from IFERS, like he's like, I don't know what the shape of the Earth is. I just know it's not round because you can't see curvature anywhere ever. And he also thinks that it's possible because they believe that Antarctica is an ice wall, right?
Right.
And he believes that it's possible that there's more land and shit out there beyond the ice wall. I can show you a map.
Oh boy!
I can show you this really cool map.
Thank you. I like the Zac Efron type. Thank you for helping me. Jesus.
So there's this one. What the fuck? All right, there's this one right here.
Oh, okay. And so there's
more land outside of the ice wall, but then there's a better one.
I guess if you think the world is a disc, then it's fair to say that it goes on indefinitely. Do they just not think that like space is real?
There's that too, but then they like this shit too. So this is the logo for whatchamacallit, the UN. This is the UN logo.
Christ.
And then this is the flat Earth model right here next to it, and they match. So that's another thing. They're like, they're lying to you right in front of your face, children. You know, Alex Jones on you. But here's the other map I was looking at.
Oh.
So then there's even another ice wall over here. Like,
I like that they're all named after like Egyptian gods.
Of course, you got Anubis right here.
That's my favorite. Yeah, Anubis. There's Thoth. Good shit. All right. Well, who what? Who discovered these? Where did these come from?
Look at
oh my god, the possibilities are endless. We just have to go beyond Antarctica, and then we'll find whatever we're looking for. God, it makes me so mad. Like, just the anti-intellectualism bullshit. Like, anti-vaxxers are the same. We're just like, just fuck you. Please just die. Like,
so that got really entertaining for like about 3 months, I think, and then it just got boring. I was like, everyone's just saying the same shit. But there's this hilarious channel called Russian Vids, and he'll like break down like there's this scene in Men in Black where they talk about like the other guy that's not Will Smith, I forget.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones is like, he's talking to Will Smith, and he's like, fucking 3,000 years ago, people knew the Earth was flat. And then he said some other shit, and they're like, see right here, Hollywood, they're lying to you right in front of your faces, and you guys are fucking stupid, and you're buying into their fucking round Earth propaganda. He fucking goes crazy, dude. He's like Alex Jones, but not as funny. Or like not as like showman, because like you don't get to see this dude because he's just playing screen shared fucking like recording his shit on OBS and editing it, and you don't get to see him like ripping his shirt off like he probably is.
God, yeah, like what? And I'm just like, why is this so important? Why this? Why can't you just?
It got boring.
Why can't you just be cool?
It got boring. People have been flat earthers for years, and I'm like, dude.
Yeah,
how did you last more than 3 months? Like how?
Yeah, well, and like, why do you care so much?
I
feel like the impetus behind round Earth is that, aka the truth, aka science, is that like it has to do with like climate and space and all these like scientific achievements that
See, I'm a
that are deeply important, and that like
conspiracy theories. So I'll get into everything.
Sure, no, like it's fun like to think about sometimes, but I'm just like it's so counterproductive to think of it this way because like we have scientific evidence.
No, dude, no.
Like,
no, we don't. Hold on.
Oh no. Oh no, Tim. Don't do this to me. Sterling, come here. What are you doing to me? Oh, love it.
You see this right here?
Good shit.
That's you can't trust them.
You can't trust them.
You can't trust them.
Come here. No, but it's like, and it's with the anti-vaxxers too. It's like, why do you presume to know more than people that study this like as a job?
It's like, hey, remember when people stopped dying of polio?
Yeah, that was a good couple of years. Remember when we didn't have fucking like cholera outbreaks at Disneyland? Or no, it wasn't cholera. Was it the measles? The measles have been going around. The measles were gone, and now they are back.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, like there's been measles outbreaks in a lot of places, and a lot of them are around here because you have white liberals everywhere.
There was that one gal who like said she got like the flu shot, and then she said she became retarded or whatever. But then like
it's like, honey, that wasn't the shot.
And like she started like talking like a British accent and whatever. But then like this person, this fucking either it was like a private eye or just some TMZ type motherfucker like has been stalking this bitch, and they find her in a parking lot or whatever. She's walking normal, you know, because a lot of times she's doing the fucking wonky ass like I'm a Tyrannosaurus Rex or whatever. But she was walking normal, and then so the person goes and talks to her before she doesn't realize there's a camera on her yet. So she's talking normal. And then when she realizes there's a camera on her, she starts doing all this wonky fucking starts talking British. Sometimes it's Australian because she can't get it right. Because
she can't keep it consistent. Oh my God. What a grift.
Oh, dude, it was awful, dude. And people were buying into her story, dude, until fucking.
Of course they were. It's like it just makes me think of you've heard of the Kent State gun girl?
I don't know.
She's not even really worth talking about. She's like a girl who decided to open carry an AK-47 at Kent State, where she went but it was after she graduated.
Why would you do that at Kent State? That's the worst place to do that.
It was just like to prove that it's her right and no one can take it from her. And she's just this white ass like.
Does she remember the massacre that happened there?
Apparently not, because fake news. No, it's in such poor taste. But now she's been getting a lot of flack recently for going around interviewing people about. She's like, do you think there should be urinals in the women's bathroom for women who have penises? And people are just like, dude, I don't care. Yeah. Like, why are you asking me? And I mean, like, if you were to ask me, I would just be like, sure, yes. Sure. Like, sometimes women have penises, it's fine. But
my fucking, you're gonna love this. There's this trans comedian out here. Her name's Eris, but her stage name is the funniest shit ever. She goes by Jen Derbent. So you say it is one thing, gender bent. And it's hilarious.
Aw. That's cute.
Yeah. Look her up. She's awesome.
But she's just trying to like get a rise out of people. But it's just really funny because nobody's taking it. Like no one's taking the bait. Everyone's just like, I literally don't care. Like people go in there to take a shit and I'm not paying that close of attention to them. So yeah. Good talk.
Good talk. Man, is there gonna be a Circle season 2?
I hope so. We have to be on it,
dude. That'd be. We see each other in like the line for
you're gonna like
pinky swear.
I'll see you, and then you're gonna see like a hot boy, and you're gonna be like, oh no, that's just like the boy she was telling me about. That's totally her.
Yeah, are you gonna be in disguise as a hot boy?
No, I'm gonna catfish as a hot boy.
Oh, so you're gonna have him be. So when you do the intro video, like how Rebecca did,
Oh,
his girlfriend.
shit. Oh no. Well, okay, I'll have to
Well,
find
that was only for the people watching the show. I don't think that was for them. They only had
yeah.
When they're like, I'm goofy and I'm sassy and I don't take no shit.
I'll have to find like a hot boy friend to do it for me.
Not in Seattle.
Look, I know plenty of attractive people in Seattle.
I know.
They're everywhere, man.
They are.
Not like, I don't know. I bet I could find one.
If that's a real show, dude, I gotta find out how to get on that shit.
I'm sure it's real. It is real. Like, oh wait, here's the UK one. Oh, there we go.
What?
You can apply. I'm gonna send you the link. You can apply right now.
Fuck yeah!
Let's be on the circle.
Yeah, 3 weeks is just fucking
Jesus.
Yeah, I wish I could bring Aries, but I'd have to like take him on walks, and you can't leave the house.
Oh yeah, no, you can. Well, you would have to have somebody else take care of him. Yeah. It's only 3 weeks.
Well, you would have drive my mom nuts for fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah. Although maybe you can bring him with you if you can bring one thing.
Yeah, but I have to take him on walks.
Oh, that's right. And you can't leave the house. Yeah. You get a treadmill.
He's got to poop.
Just get the training mats.
The producer people that come in and drop off your fucking supplies for like doing the painting and stuff. They can walk them. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they probably would. I don't know. But
it'd be cool to have like a couple hours away from them, because that's one of my favorite parts about going to work. It's like, all right, dude, my dog's not gonna fucking be crying and shit. It's wintertime, dude. He doesn't get it, dude. And like,
it's like, I want to go out.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I don't want, like, summertime, dude. We can go to Rock Cut every single day, dude.
Come on. Torture.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
No.
He's got a big ass yard. It's like, come on, dude,
just go outside. Just go walk around in it. It's like, no.
He's got a really cool dog that lives next door, and they kick it, you know, like
yeah.
You know, they have like tea parties and like barbecues and shit together. I think sometimes they'll fucking break out and go to the gym, because like both these dudes, they're like both super ripped. They look like the fucking like remember like dogs on like Looney Tunes and shit. They were like lifting weights or whatever, dude. That's what he does in the
yard. Your dogs are just, I love it. They're just running away to go rip some mad like crunches or whatever, and then they come back.
Dude, they're totally dude bros. Like I'll send you this picture I drew of if he was a human. He's like a total dude bro that like hangs out at the beach, you know,
plays
ball and shit.
Aww. My cats are grumpy Southern ladies.
Oh no!
Like sitting on the porch fanning themselves.
There's a little dog that's upstairs, but she's still too young to determine how, like, she's the worst though.
Oh no, young dogs, baby dogs are terrible.
Well, she's the size she's gonna be the rest of her life too. Like the size of a football, you know, like pro size football, not the small ones. Because she's fat. She's got these little stubby legs, and I don't know. She's awesome.
Good.
I hate her, but I love her. I kidnap her sometimes.
That's how it goes. Well, I think I have to do some work today, so I had better leave you. But this was a lovely discussion.
It was great having you on. I'd love to have you on again. We could find some other trash for me to watch, and I'll catch up. And I highly recommend Love Island, which is on Hulu, and that's a British one. You'll have a similar emotional roller coaster, I feel. All right. Love Island. I'll check that one out.
It's classic. It's quality television.
Remember, everybody, check out ECG Designs. I've been wearing a shirt of theirs this whole episode, and it's so comfy.
Wow.
Check them out. They'll appreciate it if you buy stuff. And I wish I had a discount code to give you guys, but I don't. Maybe sometime in the future, maybe. Or they'll just give me free stuff, and I'll just ship it to you guys. I don't know. That's what we do around here. I'm kind of like socialist, you know, where I'm just like, someone gives me free shit, I'll give other people free shit, and
that's a good way to be.
We just live in a free society.
Pay it forward.
Tune in next time. I don't know when it will be, because you know, like, there's this thing called life, and I don't get paid to do this.
Sounds fake.
I don't get paid to do this. It's just for fun, and I love you all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bing.